And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 3 of the FSL ARAM tournament we're having ourselves here in the Filipino region. We've seen some very exciting games in the last two games, and we're looking forward to the next few. I think we have 2 more to go.
Think
Let's
so.
just jump right in. I think we're in draft right now.
That we are, as we have Garen, Zed, Rengar, Alistair, and Na taking on Twitch, Shen, Shyvana, Tom Kench, and Poppy. We finally have an AD carry in a game.
And that instantly gives the advantage over Red. Not to mention the rest of their champions are super good in the late game as well. Blue team, on the other hand, I think they do have a chance to sort of try to snowball something if they can get a lead, especially early on. They do have the tools to do so, especially when they hit the mid game with the Gnar alt, Garen being very strong in mid, as well as the Zed, of course. So I think it's a bit of it comes down to who gets a hit early. If Blue is able to get a hit early, they should be able to snowball. If Red manages to hold the line, they should have the advantage when it comes to the late game, especially with the Twitch.
Yeah, I 100% agree. But we will have to see how it plays out. We'll be back when we have a game. See you guys in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. We are, of course, still waiting out that spectator delay. But so, what sort of impressions of the comp? We'll start with the blue side. They have a lot of assassination power. So while that Twitch, you said having the Twitch gives them an instant advantage, and I think you're right.
Yep.
But how long does that Twitch survive against Zed and Rengar?
That's the thing, right? Because I think Twitch is actually one of the best AD carries to go against these assassins because he has the range, right? He has, I think, 850, 900 range when he pops the ultimate. So you can just sort of sit in the back line, and if the Zed tries to get close to you, you're still quite far away enough to sort of have a bit of a reaction window. You can just step out of the way, or well, at least try to do so while still continuing to put down that damage. You just have to kite pretty well on the Twitch.
True, and there is, of course, a Tom Kench that can just be standing next to him. Rengar comes out of that ult, which is a bit easier than Zed to get there. You just press ult and charge. You just Tom Kench.
Ideally, you want a front line, of course. You want the Tam Kench on the Twitch, and you do have other defensive options like Poppy and Shyvana are going to be pretty tanky, especially if Shyvana's in that dragon form in the team fight, as well as the Stand United from the Shen could possibly come down if they really need that defensive option. It's there as well.
Absolutely. And as well, of course, this is a possibility for, I don't even think it's a possibility, I think it will be the AP Shyvana, which just does really gross amounts of damage.
Yeet the E.
Yeah.
Just yeet it in, you know?
Yeah, dropping absolute bombs. If you've watched certain professional regions, you'll know that AP Shyvana can do really filthy damage. Really filthy.
Absolutely. Right, we are jumping into game shortly. So we're sort of on a loading screen right now. Nothing too interesting, I think. All the keystones are as you'd expect. Rengar going for the Conqueror instead of the Electrocute is something interesting, though. Not exactly going for the upfront power, just wants a bit more sustain, which I'm not sure if you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you're jumping in on the pitch.
Yeah, I don't think the Conqueror is going to get much done. I think it is just going to be the...
It's a little bit.
Regardless, other than that, it's pretty normal. I'm surprised Na has gone the Conqueror. I almost would have liked to see a defensive summoner like Aftershock. It'd be very tanky on the engage, but oh well. Not a big deal. Sorry. Fix something?
All good. Hang on a minute. Right, okay.
Anyway.
Right. Not exactly sure what to talk about now. Just sort of waiting for the timer to count down. Well, it's ARAM, so it's just going to be a lot of team fighting.
That we are. We are in the loading screen. It should be very soon. This Twitch is the big, important factor. The saving grace here is that the front line for the blue side is very tanky. A Garen, an Alistair, and a Gnar, assuming the Gnar is mega, It's a lot of damage for the Twitch to cut through. He certainly can, but if he makes any mistakes and dies, it gets hard for the red side.
Yeah, it's
AP
sort of like a
Shyvana
tank
against
versus tank
tanks?
matchup, right?
Sort of. Yeah.
Both sides have a lot of tanks, right? I think the real damage comes down to Twitch versus Zed and Rengar, and how red team's tanks are gonna be able to peel for their AD carry. I think that's how this match is gonna be decided.
Yeah. I completely agree. So, this Shyvana, she does a lot of damage, but can you get that much AP to Shyvana damage done against this team? Realistically, you're not going to be hitting the Zed and the Rengar because they're going to be hiding or jumping around, and then it's just tanks that just absorb the flames for as long as they want. Really, an interesting one. I think the Shen as well is a very big deal. That taunt is going to be very, very powerful, I think, as we do finally hit the abyss.
I think the word of the day, once again, is execution. Who's going to be able to put down the damage where, who's going to be able to peel for whom, and I think that will eventually, once again, decide who is the victor, save for another interesting, inhibitor play.
Yeah. If the inhib happens again, I'll
tilt.
I don't think I'll be able to do the last game. I think I might just retire, leave my career as a caster behind. The inhib happens again.
You lost to the inhib. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would have lost to the inhib at that point.
Do we give the inhib more points if the inhib beats one of our casters?
Absolutely, for sure.
Inhib wins the thing.
The inhib just wins if it beats me as well. I'm not even in the game. That's impressive. But you see the teams lining up. Very defensive positioning here by the red side. They have just chilled under their tower. That makes sense. They don't really want to do anything for as long as possible.
Yeah, we talked about that in Champ Select, right? Basically what they have to do is just not die until they get to like 20 minutes, which realistically is not going to happen. So I'll say like die as little as you possibly can.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of sounds like what I desperately try and tell my teammates in solo queue, and that never works, so I don't have a huge amount of faith.
Hey, these players are, slightly higher rank than your solo queue teammates, I believe. So hopefully they have a bit more game sense and ability to like not pull the trigger.
I've been playing a lot of jungle Karthus. Doesn't go well with solo queue teammates. But on to things that people care about, which of course is the match on our screen. The blue team is pushing in as we sound like broken records. This is to be expected. The blue team is going to have the run of the map until Twitch is scary.
Yeah, absolutely. No disagreements with that. And you can see a little bit of a friendly banter, as it were, coming in with the emotes from the Garen and the Alistair. Definitely always a fan of the Alistair Moo bell ringing thingy.
Yeah, gotta hit that cowbell.
Always very fun. Yep.
More cowbell is more good. So very good in this game. That could potentially be a very slow one for the Howling Abyss. You get that Moo cow Alistair. Very glad to see it.
Yeah, there probably aren't going to be many fights going on. As soon as I say that...
Kench has been caught, punted back, and this is going to be a full-on fight here. The Shen auto-attack zone is being used. Everyone disengaging at the moment. Are they going to try and go back in? Black Dahlia out of the bush with that Rengar. Doing a lot, not last. Takes a lot of damage, but does manage to get away. The Mega Gnar going low. Huna on the Twitch has not been touched yet, and that is the first blood onto the Rengar. And oh no, the red team has picked up two. The taunt lands. Can they get any more? Look at Twitch going. Huna has flashed forward in the stealth. He's trying to 1v3, has got one of those three, but does go down. But it doesn't matter because the team will be there to clean them up. Nicole is desperately running around trying to figure out what to do as the Zed. Can she pick up a kill? She can! Very well done there. Picking up the kill on the Tahm Kench before she goes down. What a ridiculous little exchange we just had.
Yep, a bit of resets coming in right now. I'm just going to talk over it. Very good peel coming in from red team in order to keep the Twitch topped off and healthy until at the final end of that fight did flash in and was a little bit over eager trying to get the rat snowballed ahead early on, which unfortunately Actually, I think they did a pretty good job at doing that.
Yeah, I think they
Did get
did
the reset
fine.
as well onto the Twitch. I'm not definitely could have saved the barrier, I think, but now should be in a bit of a stronger position for the upcoming team fight.
Yeah, I think overall both teams are fairly happy with how that went, particularly the red team. Managing to win a fight that early on, perhaps they shouldn't really be winning. It's just a bit of misexecution from the blue side. And
For
we do
sure. And
see
the faster,
EF sword
the
picked up.
quicker, yep. The quicker they accelerate this Twitch, the easier it is for them to get this competition rolling earlier on.
Yeah, absolutely. And now they are feeling a little bit more confident. They're going forward
Garen.
a bit more. Garen charging forward. Rengar backing him up. Black Dahlia, a lot of damage going on to Yomochi here. But look at the turn as the blue team, their health bar's rotting away. The big Mega Gnar, though, has gnarred him into the wall. And now the blue team is running them over. This was an absolutely massive play out of Ray Ray. And they're trying to get something done. Shen flashes away, but not Lars. Doesn't want to let him escape. We'll just start hitting the tower. Can they take this structure? Oh, they don't have enough minions, I think. They will definitely get their resets, though. Can they pick up these kills? They can pick up the first one onto Reverie. But now with the red team reinforcing, I think we may well see just the one death. The others aren't going to go for the reset.
Yeah, and that fight was more like what we expected to see early on. I think blue team did an exceptional job just jumping onto the Twitch. Just disregard everybody else. They don't really have damage yet. Go for the Twitch. They do manage to pick up a kill and shut down the rat, and they do end up being the victors of that fight, taking some chunk damage off that first tier turret, not being able to take it down, but still a good advantage nonetheless.
Yeah, for sure. Very well done there, particularly Ray Ray, with a massive Gnar ult that completely turned what looked a little bit dicey there around. Managed to get blue team a team fight victory. Of course, with the resets coming in, we do have 2 needlessly large rods for Shyvana. If he can get into that dragon form, she'll be doing a lot of damage.
4 Rabadons. Let's go. I want to see it.
I don't know if you're going to get your wish of 4 Rabadons. Shyvana's got a big head, though, so maybe she can fit 4 caps on.
All right.
Well, she's a dragon. Dragon's got a big head. And the blue team shoving in.
We need a counter of how many times we say that, man. I think we say it way too much. But yeah, I mean, it's not much else they can do. Red team just has to continue playing defensively. If blue engages onto them, they have to sort of try to disengage. Red is not really gonna attempt any sort of engages. I think there will be not much sense for them to do so.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Red just wants to catch the engages, catch the waves forever, which is stealthed up. Could threaten something, but just threatening the minions. They're trying to get as much farm as they can onto the Twitch, which makes a lot of sense. Unfortunately, Poppy has stolen a fair bit too much so far. Okay.
That's cool. He's got 30. That's the most out of anybody, so he should have the most gold right now, along with all the stacks of kills.
Oh, and here's the engage. That's a very bold start. The Stand United was used. There's a death mark onto the Shyvana, which is still alive. Look at all this damage coming out of the Shyvana. Twitch is still alive as well. This is a bit of a disaster here for the blue team. Their court split. Can we see that rat-a-tat-tat being used? I think it already has been. Yeah, it has, in fact. There's a lot of damage still for the Twitch. Yomochi charging forward on the Poppy. The Shyvana Dragon form is gone, but Black Dahlia goes down. And it's only one member of the red team dying in exchange for multiple blue team members. But again, it's just a bit too early. You can't get enough structure damage quite yet. Zed absolutely charging forward, but gets hit by his old mentor and then knocked to another planet by the Poppy, that Hammer of Justice. Looking very, very good.
Yeah, definitely. I think that the execution coming in from the team was impeccable, but they're going once again.
Yep, that they absolutely are. Siren will pick up a kill. The Poppy no dash zone as well. Not Lars going down. And it looks like the red team could win 2 team fights in a row. Siren went over aggressive there to make sure they got the reset. That makes a lot of sense. And it will be the blue team cleaning this one up. over time. How long can the red team delay? They deny the health relic. Ooh, Black Dahlia, very aggressive there. Twitch should be finally going down, but no, the barrier and the flash. Look at this Twitch. He's got the dancing shoes on, and look at all this damage. Ray gnaws in frustration, but it's a triple kill for the rat. That's a concern.
And I guess this is your obligatory team
dead.
smacking their head against the wall type of thing in this ARAM, like we've seen in the previous two, giving a ton of kills over to the Twitch trying to kill him, and unfortunately not being able to do so. 7, 3, and 8, picking up the Storm Razor instantly as well as a pickaxe, looking pretty damn happy right now.
And the second BF sword. The first BF sword went into that Storm Razor. That is a lot of gold. That is a deadly, deadly situation here. This Twitch is already getting a bit out of control. We saw as well that Shyvana was a massive problem for the blue side in that last fight, and she could be again. She has the Rabidant charging forward. I actually don't think this is... Oh, as we go to a little bit of a pause, we see that death mark will be coming in.
Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Who's going to win?
Drum roll, please. We desperately hope. There we go, we're back. And a lot of damage is being dealt there. Black Dahlia has been the first one to go down, and it is another member of the blue team as well. Has gone forward on the cow to try and get some zoning done. Did some zoning, does get the kill onto the dragon, but that I don't think is going to be enough, as it is only the Mega Gnar and a very unhealthy Zed left. Poppy throws herself forward. Huna on this Twitch dealing so much damage. It does not stop. They want to finally get this tower.
And it absolutely does not stop because Ihuna is still full health right now, just chunking down everybody else. You're not going to kill this Twitch. You're going to lose the turret.
Absolutely.
Unfortunate for blue team.
The Shen auto attack zone doing so much work there, blocking the crucial autos from Zed. But Not Lars has arrived on the Garen and gotten one. I don't know why I said that. But does go down, and look at the kiting. The Twitch gets into stealth. Might not be enough. Black Dahlia apparently gets a little bit tricked for what happened there. As this is now a 10-3-10 Twitch. Hasn't even taken the reset and still has 1.5 items. He's going to finally go for the reset. In he goes. They'll just get a free kill. And let's see what he buys.
Let us see what he buys. Probably an IE right now.
Probably.
There it is.
And there's the Infinity Edge. Oh, this rat's scary.
This rat is very scary. And it all comes down to, I think, that initial engage from the Shyvana 2 fights ago, I want to call it. I was sort of questioning what they were trying to do there, but the Shyvana did sufficiently split the fight enough that Twitch basically had free reign against the Alistar and did manage to pick up that kill.
The blue team, though, does fire back and get the tower. It was just very, very low.
Yeah, just walk in and pick it up while the Twitch is gone. That's not much else you can do there.
Structures are even then, so...
Yep.
That's nice.
That is nice. What is not nice, though, is that the Twitch is now back, and is ready to deal a chunk of damage onto blue team. They are not sufficiently tanky enough. I don't think Zed and Ranga have been doing enough to get through the front line in order to get to the 80 carry. So if we continue to see these fights play out in the way that they have been doing, I don't see Red losing any of these fights from now on.
At the moment, Zed and Rengar have been having to use all of their burst on the Shyvana engages.
Yeah.
Because you can't ignore the Shyvana, and okay, they're shutting her down, sort of. She's still doing a lot of damage. But then you've used all of your tools, and you just have Huna on this Twitch just shredding. Just doing an absolutely ridiculous amount of damage. There's an attempted engage. Huna has to flash away. Is chasing this rat. The dragon form is used. They're doing everything to make sure this Twitch lives. And I think, once again, the Twitch is unmolested. The health bar is full. Black Dahlia trying to run, but is slowed up. And the blue team will melt away. And I think the red team has firm control of this match.
I think that was the worst kind of execution that you could possibly have wanted coming in from blue team. You have two options, right? Either you jump on the Twitch, you make sure you can get onto him, or you send the Alistar to deal with him and take out the rest of red team's front line first. What they did there was they sent the Alistar in, then they sent the Zed, but Zed was not able to jump onto the Twitch, ended up dying, and now that you're half of your damage is basically gone in the form of the Z. Blue team did not have enough to take down Red's front line, and Twitch just basically cleaned up.
Yeah, pretty much. That was not the prettiest by blue side. They will be punished for it by losing an inhib. Red side will just back off, try and find a health relic or something to get their health bar back up, and see if they can string 2 team fights in a row. That's hard, because obviously if you win a team fight, the opponent gets to reset.
Mm-hmm.
But, Shyvana caught out a little bit, ahead. But gets swallowed up by the catfish, that Tahm Kench, showing why he is a staple many levels of play of League of Legends.
Don't really like him in Summoner's Rift, but he seems to be doing work right now on the Howling Abyss, so props over to the catfish.
I hate him.
Such a frustrating champion.
I hate him. But he is doing very well this game, so I think the blue team is probably feeling pretty similar to me at the moment. That they are hating him, doing a lot of zoning work, saving his teammates. And, bit of damage out of the Twitch. Of course, does have a Storm Razor, so one auto attack slows you down for a very long time.
Just getting very spooky. The main thing that we have to focus now on is who engages and how that engage happens. Once again, we did outline the 2 options for blue team to take these fight, but I'm not going to hold that as Shen is jumping in once again.
Yep, there is an engage. The auto attack zone once again has been used to Stand United to give a shield to the Shyvana. They're trying to do as much damage as they can. They haven't gotten onto the Twitch, though. He is still very, very healthy. Nicole G on the Z has gone down. Twitch finally has been found by someone. CC has landed, but will they be able to get the kill? At this point, it's just a consolation prize, but it is the shutdown. Twitch is dead, but not Lars is the last member of the blue team standing, and the red team now will charge forward.
Yeah, they're just going to have to get resets. They're not going to be able to do any damage onto the Nexus turrets, I think.
Yeah.
Especially not with their main damage dealer in the form of Twitch. Good props to Garen for finally managing to take him down. But all that means is now that Twitch has died, he has managed to pick up a Runan's Hurricane. So much damage, man.
Yep, and it looks like the red team, they're not even looking for resets here. It's surprising. I think they probably should be. Maybe they want to go one at a time.
Yeah, they're putting basically all their eggs in the Twitch basket right now, right? They say as long as we continue peeling for our rat, he's going to be able to do enough damage to basically clinch the victory. And the risk that they're running right now is that the Twitch basket is just not enough for them to win the match. So not going for this reset, definitely the risky play, but it does accelerate their ability to try and win this game.
Yep. I think putting the eggs in the Twitch basket definitely makes some sense, though you probably don't eat any egg that Twitch gives you. Just saying. He's a sewer rat.
Damn it. God damn
Not
it.
a very nice egg.
All right. Fair enough.
All right. He can offer you an egg in this trying time. And with the engage, Siren flying in, Shen goes in, lands a big taunt, and oh god, they're just melting away. Twitch hasn't even come out of stealth yet, finally does. The death mark will land on Twitch for the first time in the game. There's the barrier, and the damage is being dealt. Huna, where is he? In the back, I can't even find him, but it's a double kill for him. There he is, in the front, in fact. I'm completely wrong, I'm blind. Poppy with the good stun against the wall, and that's an ace. They're all alive, except for Siren. And this time, they should be able to get some damage done, as Tahm Kench has already altered down there with the Abyssal Voyage. They're getting the damage started. It's not very much, but still, they should be able to get at least one Nexus tower.
If he stays alive, they might be able to win the game, like right now.
Very tricky.
Not sure if blue team can kill him.
I mean, they can potentially just take another fight. Twitch is in stealth, avoiding that. There's the shutdown onto the Garen. The inhib has respawned, so I don't think they'll be winning the game. Once again, inhibs, very important. They're charging forward.
You can see Alistair is just walking towards the Twitch, constantly mashing the dash key, and it's just out of range. So damn unfortunate, not able to find the engage, and red team do manage to disengage just in time.
That they do. But still, no resets for most of this front line. Shen finally got one, but I don't think Poppy's had one for a while. Nor has Tahm Kench, so potential for blue team to take a fight where they just have the item advantage. due to it being an ARAM. But this Twitch, it's a 3-item Twitch, and I don't think they can kill it. He just sits in stealth for half the fight, and you see the assassins being like, well, we just have to wait for him to come out of stealth, because if we use our damage, then we lose the fight.
Yeah, Huna has been playing very, very well. Not overextending, kiting. Well, I say not overextending. Has flashed into the backline multiple times when she thought it was, the optimal play. But overall, has not been overextending all that much at the start of the game.
It's not an overextension if it works, right? It's just an extension.
That is true.
And here is the damage. There is the rat-a-tat-tat doing a disgusting amount of damage across the entirety of the blue team. Is already 2 have gone down. Make that a third, a double kill for Twitch. Huna trying to kite this one out and should be able to succeed. And god, doesn't even die. Survives on a sliver of health. 30 health is what that rat survives on, I believe. The red team might be taking game 3. My word, what a performance out of all of them, honestly.
Yeah, they will definitely be taking game 3. The Nexus will explode, and it was just overall a very clean performance coming out right from the get-go from the red team. The Shyvana engages the ability for the Twitch to just stay in the backline, know when is the optimal time to go in. They didn't really make all that many mistakes, and overall they come out as the team on top.
For sure, it was super, super impressive there, and we do see the power of AD carries on the Howling Abyss. When your assassins can't get there, it's a very rough one. Not that the blue team played badly by any means. There was 1 or 2 stuffed engages, but it was a rough one from the loading screen. Just how it goes on the Abyss. But once again, we'll be back soon. I've been Everyday. With me has been my lovely partner, Spoods. It's been a great time so far. Been having heaps of fun.
Yeah, it has.
So make sure you stay tuned in, everyone. We'll be back in a bit.